Have you heard about the International Elegance Mothers Pageant? I don't think I have.
No.
Okay, well, we're going to hear about it, as will our viewers. The pageant is dedicated to empowering mothers between the ages of 18 to 45 around the world. The 5th annual pageant will take place next month on the 28th of May, and one of our very own, Shecoma Greene, will be representing our federation. So we are happy to welcome Shecoma to Good Morning SKN to share with us her preparation process for this pageant and all the other things that I'm sure go into it, including dealing with the nerves and all that stuff. So Shecoma, welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
All right, so obviously the International Elegance Mothers Pageant is not something that I've heard of. I imagine our viewers might not have heard about it either. So how did you find out about it?
First of all, I found out about the international pageant because of other pageantry that I've been in. And the last pageant I've been in where I placed first runner-up, that gave me the opportunity to be qualified to be Miss International Elegance Mothers Pageant.
Congratulations.
So what motivated you to submit your application?
I love pageantry. I've always loved pageantry, and for every aspect of it, right? And in life, I find that what makes life really great is the adventures, the experiences. Even if there's bad ones and good ones, those are what makes life, worthwhile. So to experience different things and learn different things is just thrilling and exciting, and it just invites me all the time. So pageantry is not just for the show, but for the experience and what I can learn and to have fun as well.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask a follow-up question to that. How old were you when you started pageantry?
I was 16 years old, the Miss Green Valley,
Okay.
where I grew up.
Ah, okay.
And I placed queen at that year, 2003. We entered in 2016 where they brought back some of the queens from before.
Okay.
And I placed queen as well, 2016. So under my belt, I have 2 queens and 2 first runners.
Okay, that's great.
Yes.
So let's talk about the mothers in the pageant, because obviously it's International Elegance Mothers Pageant.
Yes.
Pageantry, to my mind, is not something that a lot of mothers engage in because they think it's for the single younger women to do. Yet we're talking about this pageant, and I imagine it has some significance and meaning to you. Why don't you tell us about that?
It does. The Miss International Elegance Mothers Pageant. So far, we have about 6 countries.
Okay.
So far. And for me, I love the concept of it where it gives women a chance to continue to explore, continue to have adventures, right? Because as you say, when we become mothers, we tend to divert sometimes to a lower perspective on life, Sometimes it troubles our self-esteem and stuff like that, especially if you become a mother, not by choice, per se, right? So the International Elegance Mothers Pageant, it opens up the journey to us as mothers, right? To continue to explore and have fun in life. And so I'm glad for the platform, and we can reach mothers all across the world just because it's international. And so, yeah, it's a really good feeling and opportunity as well, because mothers need to understand that it's not the end of the road when you become a mother. It should actually be the beginning of something greater than you.
So how have you been preparing for this pageant?
The usual. My chaperone, he is Mr. Vical Edwards.
Okay.
And because it's an international pageant, we seek out to find the best of the best, right? So that we can represent well. One of the great things about this pageant, one of the prizes is that once I win, the show gets to be hosted in St. Kitts the following year, St. Kitts Nevis the following year, and I find that to be very exciting and something that really pushes me to excel, and I'll very much do my best.
All right, so we know it's being held in St. Martin, so that means that the winner from last year was St. Martin.
Was St. Martin, indeed, yes.
Participating countries.
So far we have the BVI, Trinidad and Tobago, Antigua and Barbuda, myself, Miss St. Kitts and Nevis, Miss Guyana as well. Hope I'm not forgetting
And
anyone.
obviously St. Martin.
And St. Martin is the reigning,
Yeah.
so she wouldn't so much be a part of it to compete with us.
Oh, that's how it
She would be
works.
giving up her crown.
I see. Okay. So traveling crown.
Yes, it's a traveling crown to give other countries the opportunity to display their talents. So far we provided them with a video of displaying our country and our culture and everything, and to introduce ourselves to the world, introduce the pageant as well. And we have that on the International Elegance Mothers Pageant Facebook page as
All right,
well.
apparently we have the video as well, so we're going to take a look.
Awesome.
Placed by design in the majestic waters of the Atlantic Ocean and the Caribbean Sea, I would like to usher you into the most fertile land of Liamiga and its gorgeous twin sister, Owali. While here, experience the magic of black sandy beaches with volcanic amenities. Explore the adventure of hiking atop all 3,232 feet of Nevis Peak, or explore the crater of our dormant volcano on Mount Liamiga. Thrive and take in untouched rainforestry, draped with greenery and breathtaking sceneries, making it your safe place, meditation place, or your sanctuary. Experience world-class architecture at Brimstone Hill National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Gibraltar of the West Indies. Experience Black Rocks, Romney Manor, and the Independence Square, just some of our well-loved historic places. Come alive as you experience culture at its best at the Caribbean's sweetest carnival, now known as Sugar Mass, or the region's favorite summer lime, Culturama. Experience the Caribbean's only passenger scenic railway and escape into the splendor of our federation. Experience world-class music at one of the world's diverse music events, the St. Kitts Music Festival. At last, enjoy life at its very best in the mother colony with various shopping options, or take a short boat ride over to the Queen of the Caribbean, Nevis.
Greetings from the beautiful Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. I often believe one is never really prepared to be a mother, but truth be told, who is? On August 10th, 2008 and February 29, 2012, I fought through pregnancy. I fought through a complicated labor and delivery. I became a much stronger woman. I became more beautiful, phenomenal, compassionate. I became a mother. Humbled before you, I am 35 years old, Miss Shecoma Greene. I must express what an honor it is to represent the twin island of St. Kitts and Nevis in this year's Miss International Elegance Mothers Pageant, to be held under a resounding theme, A Mother's Lesson. Come on out on May 28th at 8 p.m. sharp at the Tropicana Ballroom in Simpson Bay. 7 other young ladies, beautiful and talented, promises to give you a night you won't forget, a night you will be blessed, a night you will experience a mother's lesson. Kisses.
Shecoma, how many segments will be in the pageant in St. Martin?
There will be about 6 judged ones, and there's a fanfare as well. The first one is the fanfare, and then you have an African wear segment where you model your African wear. Right after that, you go into your ambassadorial speech. Right after that, we have the cultural wear, where you get to display the culture of our country. And then we have the talent segment. We also have a Sunday best wear. That should be something. And then we also have the evening wear segment as well. Okay. And then the onstage interview.
Okay, so regarding sponsors, how is that coming along for your journey to St. Martin?
Well, so far, unfortunately, I haven't been getting anywhere yet. I've reached out to some of the ministries and local businesses. Due to COVID, things are very slow for everybody. Okay. So I'm having much patience with waiting on their feedback. But so far, it's not that progressive as yet. So I'm really hopeful that things will change soon because time is quickly running out. I've also been considering doing a fundraiser as well.
Okay.
Well, that might always help things, fundraising, indeed.
Yes, people like to know they're getting something for their money.
That's very true. That's so true, Shecoma. All right, so you are a mother. That's obviously out there. But you're a mother who's going to be on stage. How do your children feel about that?
My children, I have two beautiful children, a boy and a girl. The boy just made 10. The girl is a teenager now. She made 13. She's going to be 14 this year, right? And for me personally, that's quite a bit scary, because I'm one of those mothers that has a soft heart. But my children have been very supportive over the years. One time when I won, I think it was 2016, and them coming on stage with me to take photos, my daughter was crying with joy, and it was so cute and heartwarming. And my son, he's more outspoken, right? So he would be like, Mommy, when you gonna come back with the crown? Mommy, when you gonna do this? When you do that? Mommy, you gotta smile, and I love your smile, stuff like that. So he's very supportive, my daughter as well. And so we're both excited.
That's great.
So the theme for the pageant is a mother's lesson. What are some of the lessons you've learned during motherhood?
Yes. Lessons. As I feel in life that growing up, some of us, we never really get to be prepared for motherhood, especially sometimes if you become a mother, beyond your choice. Some of those dark moments in life. But I find becoming a mother is really a gift. It's a gift, and the reason why it's a gift is because it gives you an opportunity to positively shape the life of someone else, right? And I think that's what God meant for it to be, right? Because in life, it's how you affect people that lives on, right? Not so much the things you say, but more what you do, more of who you affect, the lives that you affect. And I feel once we affect children, especially at a young age, when they do become adults, they're better settled in the world to impact the world in a greater way. And so being a mother do have its challenges, but what I take pride in is the joys of it. The joys of it definitely overpowers, reach to a higher level than the negative.
Those are valuable lessons indeed. All right, so let's assume that you win the crown. What's next for you?
I love those shake.
Well, so far, society somehow feels that when you're at a certain age, you shouldn't do pageantry. But from my perspective, I look at it as if you have the gift, if you have the talent, then why not? It's your life, have fun. And so I wouldn't say that I would do more pageantry, but it definitely is still a high interest for me. I love it so much. I love it very much. So after Miss International, I'm working hard. I'm pursuing to win the crown because, it's going to be quite an honor, and I love that about pageantry. And so after that, who knows?
Maybe you would open your own pageantry school to encourage other mothers to excel at pageantry? Do you think so?
Yes, indeed. My daughter entered into 2 princess shows so far. She had second runner-up and then first runner-up as well. And I find second runner-up for your first time is a really good accomplishment, because for my first one, it was really scary, because, you know, you're not prepared enough for your first time, right? And so I would like to help other young ladies to understand that they have beauty within, they have talent beyond measure, because God doesn't make mistakes on what He made, on what He created. And so we have to understand as individuals that we're unique, we're special, and we have something inside us to offer the world. And so pageantry is a great platform to display that.
It's great. It's a great message, indeed.
So when do you leave for the pageant?
We're expected to be in St. Martin for a full week to do pre-events and promotions. So we're expected to arrive on the 24th of May, and the show itself will be on the 28th of May at 8 p.m.
So the fanfare practice and everything, you will do all of that whilst in St. Martin?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, while in St. Martin. I do believe the committee is well able and have everything under control.
Okay.
So I'm very much excited to meet the young ladies and experience the different culture that they have to offer, to listen, to learn, you know, and to be inspired and put ourselves in the roles that we should be in order for me to win the crown.
I love it.